Betty White in Life with Elizabeth, featuring Del Moore. Number one in the life of Elizabeth occurred because Mr. Francis Underhill was coming to dinner. Now, in case you've never met him, Francis Underhill is the very prim, very proper gentleman who works with Alvin down at the office. Elizabeth, how are you tonight? Elizabeth, turn around this way. No, turn your head. Please, Elizabeth. Wow, that's a real beauty. Has Alvin seen it yet? Well, he's about to. He just walked in the front door.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Why don't you go in the den and read your paper while I do this?
Well, there's a fine, enthusiastic greeting. Where's my kiss? That's delicious. Now, how about a real kiss? Honey, it's your lips I'm after, unless I'm presuming too much on our friendship.
Why don't you go read your paper in the den?
Well, I'll read it right here. In case you need me, I'll be handy. Oh, boy. What a day. What are you doing?
I'm just getting the candles. Match, Alvin?
Match. Elizabeth, turn your head this way.
Don't you think you ought to get washed up, Alvin? Mr. Underhill will be here any minute.
Elizabeth, why do you keep turning to the left?
Well, my shoe is, one shoe's higher than the other, and I lean that way.
Elizabeth, come here. Elizabeth, wait, Elizabeth, honey, look, come back here. Look, Elizabeth, will you stop acting like a windshield wiper and look at me?
You promise you won't laugh?
Okay, I won't laugh. Raise the curtain.
You promise?
I promise. Brother, what a shiner.
I've got a black eye, too.
Hey, that's not a black eye. That's an old-fashioned shiner. Over the candle.
One more cackle out of you, and I'll tell Mr. Underhill you did it.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sit down. Explain to me what happened so we can explain it to him. Oh, and I hope it's a logical explanation, Elizabeth. You know how he is.
Well, the explanation's logical enough. You don't have to worry about your precious Mr. Underhill.
Oh, honey, he's a regular spy around the office.
Thanks for worrying about my eye.
Oh, honey, you're right. I'm sorry. We'll forget about him.
We can't, darling. You know what a spy is around the office.
How'd you know?
Anyway, the explanation for the eye is logical enough. I was baking potatoes, and I was putting oil on them, you know, to make the skins nice and tender.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and one of the potatoes was pear-shaped.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, it just went splunk. It's like...
Elizabeth, you don't expect us to tell him that a potato went splink in your eye.
It didn't.
Well, then how'd you get the shiner?
Well, I thought it was going to hit me, so I went like this, and I hit the eye with my fist. You don't think you'd believe that?
In a word, no.
Well, it isn't as if the potato didn't go splunk.
Tomorrow morning, the entire office will know that Alvin beats his wife.
Incidentally, isn't he awfully late? Dinner's been ready. It's going to be spoiled.
Honey, what are we going to do about the guy?
We could give him the pear-shaped potato.
Honey, stop kidding and think of something. The doorknob.
Alvin, we're just going to have to face the...
Let's see. You could You've thought of something, you doll.
Listen, does he need those glasses he's always wearing?
Oh, yeah, they're very powerful, too.
I'll get the door. You wait here. Oh. You want to put out the salads?
What's the matter? Are they on fire? There we are. Underhill. There. Oh, Elizabeth. Great.
Good evening, Alvin.
Francis, how are you? Well, I guess we may as well get started. How'd you do it?
Very simple, Alvin. I just took Mr. Underhill's hat and coat and glasses.
Elizabeth is a very sensible woman, Alvin. She pointed out that I should relax completely when I'm not at the office. The minute I removed my glasses, my headache ceased immediately.
Why don't we start right in, Mr. Underhill? No.
We did.
This is very personal, but did you know that you have a little too much mascara on one eye?
Well, thank you. As a matter of fact, I have a confession to make.
Elizabeth, he is quite a gossip. It's better this way.
Breadstick, Alvin?
Oh, breadstick.
We don't want to worry, Alvin, do we? Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. In just a moment, we'll bring you incident number 2 in Life with Elizabeth. Incident number 2 in the life of Elizabeth occurred the time Momma stayed for an overnight visit. Now, if we hurry, we might catch Elizabeth and Alvin as they prepare breakfast. But we won't see Momma. She's still asleep in the other room.
You know, the paperboard's getting better. He missed the bird bath entirely.
Good. Where'd you find it?
Under the house.
Honey, can we remember to keep our voices down till Mama wakes up?
Sure, I forgot. Shall we go ahead and have breakfast, or shall we wait for her?
Well, I thought we could have some toast and coffee now and then have a regular breakfast when she gets up.
What are you doing, cracking the safe?
No, I was just adjusting the stove clock so I don't burn the toast. The toaster's broken.
Really? What's wrong with it?
It's okay this time, but be careful. I don't want her to be grouchy when she wakes up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But, honey, I honestly don't think that anything could possibly... Well, all I meant was that, you know, from her trip, she'd be tired and everything.
All right, say it.
Say what?
You've been dying to say it. Go ahead, say it.
Say what?
That she sounds like a bull elephant in pain.
No, I didn't want to say anything like that.
Maybe you want to say she sounds like a tuba.
No, Elizabeth, she doesn't sound like a tuba.
Oh, she looks like a tuba.
Gee, for goodness sake, look, she doesn't look like a tuba, and she doesn't sound like a tuba. Now can we start making sense again?
What about the bull elephant?
Hey, she doesn't sound like a bull elephant either.
Sure she does. But she's cute.
Brother, that's a real relief. I thought...
Honey, really, if she wakes up grouchy, she can be dangerous. You want to give me that bread?
Hey, that Bandy's a real cute little dog. Where'd he sleep last night?
Bandy?
Mm-hmm.
He always sleeps right on the foot of her bed. He kind of protects her.
He protects her. Say, that's like saying...
Alvin.
Boy, I'm not going to get to finish saying anything this morning, am I?
You know, it's safer that way. If Mama ever stops snoring and starts listening, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
What's the report?
Listen for yourself.
Low fog near the coast and thunderstorms in the mountains.
Thunderstorms? Do you know what she sounds like to me? She sounds more like that she... How's the toast?
More like what, Alvin?
I'll get the butter.
Go on, say it.
Elizabeth, don't give me the cobra eyes. You make me nervous.
Say it.
Say what?
Say that she sounds like a tornado in the Tortugas.
What in the world is a tortuga?
It's a giant turtle. Go on, say that too.
Elizabeth, she doesn't sound like a turtle. She doesn't look like a turtle. Now, are you satisfied?
What about the tornado?
She doesn't sound like a tornado either.
Sure she does. But she's a doll.
Wait a minute, Elizabeth. Exactly what goes through your mind when you put me through one of these routines?
Well, I see that look on your face, and I know you're going to make fun of Mama. And I get mad at you, and I feel sorry for Mama.
And that's when you give me the cobra eyes, and then what?
Well, then I stop and think what would happen to you if Mama heard you, and I get mad at Mama, and I feel sorry for you.
I just wanted to get it straight. Oh, dear.
Can I have part of that paper?
Mm-hmm. Pepper? Mm.
I have a couple of things for you to do today, if you wouldn't mind, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
You're a cute dog.
Hey, look just like Bandy.
Bandy?
Mm-hmm.
Bandy's a Pekingese. That's a collie.
Oh.
Did I tell you, you were there last night, weren't you, when Mama said about getting her train ticket?
No, I don't think so.
When she asked the man for her ticket fee, and he said, well, will you be traveling alone? She said, well, I thought I'd just take a little peek. Quite a battle.
No comment. Did you say you had a job for me to do a little while ago?
I dropped a spoon in the disposal unit.
Might as well fish it out right now.
Well, boy, if that doesn't wake her up, nothing will.
Let's make some more toast, and I'll crack the safe.
I'll get some loud bread.
Notice I'm not making any cracks about soundproofing the house or anything.
I'm proud of you. Here you go.
Answer the toast, will you, Elizabeth?
Hello? Mama!
Mama? Well, I thought she was...
Where in the world? Yeah? She's down at the drugstore having breakfast. She didn't want to disturb us.
But who's in the...
Well, Mama, come home, for goodness sake. Well, we thought you were asleep in the next room. We heard this horrible snoring. Come on home. Yeah. All right.
Elizabeth, come here.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And in just a moment, we'll bring you incident number 3 in Life with Elizabeth. Incident number 3 in the life of Elizabeth occurred one day when Alvin and his boss, Mr. Fuddy, were having a little trouble with the office receptionist. Most of it due to the fact she didn't show up for work. That's Gladys's desk. Gladys didn't show up today. That's Alvin's office. He showed up today, but he'll soon wish he hadn't. That's Gladys's desk again. That's Mr. Fuddy's office. And we think it only fair to warn you that the happy, laughing Mr. Fuddy you all know is quite a different person when he's at work.
Alvin?
Yes, Mr. Fuddy?
Answer the phone.
Oh, yes, Mr. Fuddy.
Never mind, it stopped ringing.
Well, I tried, Mr. Fuddy.
Remember this, Alvin. To try is not enough. It's the doer who will always call your bluff.
Yes, I'll remember that, Mr. Fuddy.
Where is that portfolio? We have another problem. Gladys didn't show up for work this morning.
Well, you know how it is. She probably went to a party or something, and those...
Remember this, Alvin. To work, you'll always be tardy if you linger too long at a party.
Yes, I'll remember, Mr. Fuddy.
We've got to get someone for this desk. That's all there is to it.
How about Charlie's stenographer? She's not doing
Oh,
it.
no.
William J. Fuddy Incorporated? Oh, Mr. Blackburn, yes. Yes, I have
William
that
J. Fuddy
here.
Incorporated.
Yes. For just a moment, Mr. Blackburn.
Hello, Mr. Fuddy.
Well,
Hi,
get-
darling.
Let me get
I'm going
this.
shopping and I need
Mr.
some
Brown.
money.
Yes, I have it now.
I'm
Honey,
very sorry.
I need
We're
some
doing
money.
the best
I
we
have-
can.
Yes, if you
Never mind,
don't mind
It's
referring to it,
it's gonna take...
I would appreciate if you could possibly call back Monday
It's gonna
because
take
Mr.
2
David
weeks.
won't be back until that time. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, yes.
No.
If you
No,
don't
we're doing
mind,
the
we
best
would
we can.
appreciate that. Oh, no,
No,
it
it'll
doesn't
take a couple of
necessary
weeks.
as far as I'm concerned.
Well, we've got 2 minutes.
Mr. Guttenfeld.
I'll call you back.
I'll call you back.
Are you sure you have enough?
Pick a card. Take the whole deck. Bye.
Come back here, Elizabeth.
Well, Alvin, it was a natural mistake. All I did,
Elizabeth, how would you like to work here today?
Me? Sure, what do I do?
Mr. Fuddy, do you think that's a good idea? You know, she's always clowning and...
Now, remember this, Alvin. He who ranks as inferior should never judge his superior.
What kind of talk is that?
Elizabeth.
Now, it seems that Gladys is ill today, so I'm asking you to act as our receptionist.
Well, what do I recept?
See? What did I tell you? See?
Elizabeth, we'll have no levity.
What's the matter? Is he sick, too?
Elizabeth, goodbye. Go home.
Alvin?
Yeah, well, if you want to clown, Mr. Fuddy, why don't you call the circus and get one?
Oh, Elizabeth, one of your duties is to answer the phone.
Don't you think that you should tell her the office procedure, Mr. Fuddy,
Oh,
please?
no, I'm sure she'll take to it naturally.
Hello?
William J. Fuddy Incorporated.
Yeah, William J.
Wait, William J. You're supposed to give me a chance to say William J. Fuddy Incorporated. No, you didn't. You started talking the minute I said hello.
Find out who it is.
Who are you? Do you know anybody named Lundy?
He owns the bank. Put it through to my office.
Come on, Elizabeth, put it through. Come on. Go ahead, put the call into the office, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, what are you doing?
Well, he said to put it through to his office.
Oh, honey, he didn't mean that. He meant like this. There you are, Mr. Fuddy. Elizabeth, sit down. Sit down. I want to talk to you. Honey.
But why do you let Mr. Fuddy push you around like that?
Oh, honey, please don't try to change things. When Mr. Fuddy's in this office, he's a little king. Now, all you have to do is answer the phone, and maybe we'll have lunch together.
Alvin,
Yes, Mr. Fuddy?
remember, he who through life dallies is later found in alleys.
Yes, Mr. Fuddy, I'll remember.
And now, Elizabeth,
Eddie,
is this yours?
sorry, Mr. Fuddy, I shouldn't have left it there. Bye. Before you go, did I tell you the joke I just heard the other? I couldn't have told you.
Elizabeth, you are now one of my employees, and I do not tolerate jokes from employees during working hours.
Who's working?
Elizabeth, remember this. A successful firm is signified by secretaries dignified.
Secretary is dignified.
What happened?
He tried to bite me.
What's that? Elizabeth, this is nothing but an index, see?
Look under the letter G.
So what?
It's a spider.
No, but he's dead.
Oh, she's right, Alvin. Spider should be filed under the letter S.
Yes, Mr. Fuddy.
Yes, Mr. Fuddy.
What'd you say?
I said under S, Mr. Fuddy.
Oh, yes. Well, back to work, everybody.
Back to work.
Hello, William J. Fuddy and... Now, you're supposed to let me say William J. Fuddy Incorporated. Let's start all over again. William J. Fuddy Incorporated. Now, you see how much nicer that is. Just a moment. Mr. Fuddy!
Will you stop yelling in this office like that?
Alvin, get back in your office.
Oh, yes, Mr. Fuddy.
When a call comes from me, push a button and hang up. I'll take it in here.
What are you ringing the stupid bell for?
Mr. Fuddy said to.
What happened to my call?
Oh, she must have pushed the wrong button.
Alvin, get back in your office.
Yes, Mr. Fuddy.
When the calls come from me, press the red button on your desk.
Mr. Fuddy, which one is Alvin's?
The one right next to it.
Do you mind if I call Alvin for a joke? Mr. Fuddy? Hello, lover boy. This is Blanche Lagonche. How about some lunch? Oh, I thought about 12:45 at the Pickwick Grill. I've had my eye on you for a long, long time. 12:45 at the Pickwick Grill.
How you doing, sweetie?
Fine.
Elizabeth, will you make a note? I'm having lunch at 12:45 at the Pickwick Grill.
William J. Fuddy, just a moment. William J. Fuddy Incorporated. Just wait a minute. No, not you. You two talk to each other. I'm busy.
Answer me,
I'm having enough trouble answering me. You two finish?
Oh, my throat.
Connor, stop. William J. Fuddy. Just a moment, please. Hello? Oh, I shouldn't have hung him up. He'll be mad.
where's Mr. Fuddy?
He's in your office.
My office.
William J. Fuddy, I didn't hear you. Hello? William J. No.
Where's Alvin?
Fuddy, where did you go? He's in your office. Just a moment. I'll be right quiet. I didn't hear you.
Elizabeth, he's not in my office. Where is he?
That's where you went over.
Honey, where's
He
Mr.
is
Fuddy?
now.
Oh,
No, I didn't hang up on you. William J. Fuddy Incorporated. I think I... Oh, I didn't hang up on you. William
Hi,
J.
Alvin.
Fuddy. Oh, William J. Fuddy Incorporated. I lost you. Where did you... Oh, here. William J. Fuddy. William J. Fuddy Incorporated. William J. Fuddy. Just a second. William, I can't hear you with all this. I'll take a mess. Just a minute. I'm helping. No, please. Oh, please. I don't want to.
Say goodbye to the people. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. In just a moment, Betty White will return to say goodbye. And now here to say goodbye to you is the lovely star of our show, Betty White.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, everybody. I'd love to stay and chat with you for a little while, but Mr. Fuddy just called, and he's gotten himself into some kind of a mess. I'm supposed to meet him at 12:45 at the Pickwick Grill. What's a Blanche Lagonche? Anyhow, till we see you again. Goodbye, everybody.